I was 29. My wife was 27. We'd been married for about 3.5 years. At first things were okay, but after a while, our marriage turned cold. Especially the intimacy. It was all about her. Every time we had sex, it felt like I was just there to serve her. No passion, no spontaneity. Just a 30-minute please her session while I got nothing out of it. It got to a point where I'd rather take care of myself than even bother trying with her. I tried talking to her about it, told her how I felt, but she never wanted to change. She even said something that stuck with me. What you don't get in your marriage, you'll go find somewhere else. At the time, I didn't think much of it. Now I realized she was already justifying her own behavior. On top of that, she was depressed all the time, spent most of her day in bed, didn't want to work, didn't have any career goals. I wanted to start a family, but she kept saying she wanted to figure out her career first. And that just became an endless cycle. So I tried to help. I pulled some strings with my dad and brother and got her a job, assistant to the owner of a company they worked with. The company was owned by 3 rich brothers. She used to joke about wanting to be a millionaire's wife. So I figured this job would motivate her. And it did, but not in the way I hoped. Suddenly, she was working late, staying out, and acting super distant with me. Something felt off. One night, she had a friend over from church, and they were drinking wine in the living room. I went to use the computer in the next room, and when I opened it, her email was still signed in. I wasn't even trying to snoop at first, but when I saw the inbox, man, there were emails between her and her boss. Not just innocent stuff either. Full-on sexual messages, plans to meet up, details about what they'd done in the office. I was sick reading it. I forwarded every email to myself, sat there in shock for a minute, then got up, walked past her, and said, "I saw the emails between you and your boss." Then I walked out the door and didn't go back. For weeks she blew up my phone, sent messages, voicemails, everything. I ignored all of it. Finally, I printed out all the emails and brought them to her. Gave her one last chance to explain. I told her if I was misunderstanding something, now is the time to clear it up. All she said was, "I don't want to see them." No remorse, no apology, nothing. That was it for me. I left, filed for divorce, and didn't look back. It's been over 10 years now, and still not a single apology. She never took responsibility for anything. Her parents never said a word either. Honestly, I doubt she ever even told them the truth. But here's the real kicker. In some weird twist of fate, she's now a counselor at a Christian organization. I swear. She sits there and listens to people talk about how infidelity ruined their lives, over and over again. The irony is unreal. To make it worse, she's tried rewriting history, told people that I got someone pregnant, and that's why our marriage ended. Total lie. That happened way after I left her. And as if all that wasn't enough, I ran into her ex, the guy she dated before me. He used to sell hot tubs. Out of nowhere, he confessed that he and my wife had been meeting up for lunch during our marriage. So, yeah, turns out she cheated twice. I didn't even get mad. I just used the guilt to get a nice fat discount on a hot tub. As for her boss, I reported him to the CRA for tax fraud. I found out he'd built himself a mansion and wrote off the building materials under his company. I never found out exactly what happened to him, but I heard he got hit with a pretty intense audit. So yeah, sometimes you don't need to take revenge. Life has a funny way of doing it for you.